You're afraid, see? Well, we're seeing it, folks.
Charges can still be brought against me, even though I was liberated. So
let me do it from the United States. Let me do it from the United States. What are some of the cue words for the dog? What do I say to the dog?
Basically, if I say, what I made it, gas the Jews. And
then you've trained it that it gets food when you do that, right?
Yeah, that's what he thinks it is, yeah.
And, of course, there's nothing funny about what Hitler did, but, you know, the point is that we fought Hitler. But if we were Germans, we should be able to make a joke, because that's what it's all about, is how ridiculous it is.
It is kind of ridiculous. It definitely shouldn't have got to this stage.
Look, no one wants to gas the Jews?
No.
Dog can't hear me? Dog can't hear me? Can the dog hear me?
I think the dog can probably hear you, maybe.
Oh, my God, that is a cute dog. That dog doesn't get kisses, does it?
Well, my girlfriend, she loves him. She loves him loads, yeah.
Is that her baby?
Yeah. She loves this dog more than she loves me.
I believe it. I already like the dog better than you, but seriously, though, I'm joking. You know what I see is more offensive than Hitler dog? And you have a right to put it up. The hammer and sickle has had about 180 million people been killed under it. Do you have hammers and sickles in some of your videos as a joke, which is your right, or are you kind of feeling the burn?
I haven't included like any hammers and sickles or anything like that. You know, that's something I could probably do one day. You know.
Then somebody else must have used one of your videos. Then I apologize. What is your political views?
Political views are just basically, I do believe strongly in free speech. I do believe in free enterprise. I do believe in, you know, basically working very, very hard to make sure everyone's in employment. Oh,
so you are evil. Okay, so they got you right. No, the good thing they arrested you. Sir, can we please see Hitler dog again? I apologize.
No, that's fine.
Tell it treat.
Right, okay.
What does your dog think of Count Dankula?
I don't think he's any idea about the trouble he's actually caused. Or anything like.
Did the police interrogate the dog? Did they question the dog?
No, they didn't. They didn't bring the dog in or anything like that. No.
You know, some people are now identifying as trans species. Maybe that's not a dog. Maybe that's a jet pilot, or maybe it's a nuclear physicist. Maybe that's a person. What if your dog starts identifying as a person? Could it be allowed to say, drive an army tank or something?
I don't know. Probably not, man.
Well, brother, I really appreciate you spending time with us and re-simulating the supposed crime that you committed. But I doubt they're going to be back again. Any other points you'd like to add? But just please keep the dog on screen for us.
Yeah. It's just a case of freedom of speech is something that's absolutely crucial to civilization. You need to be able to criticise everything. If people weren't allowed to do that, you wouldn't have had people uprising against brutal dictatorships or anything like that if people weren't allowed to freely express their views. It's something that is extremely important, and it's paramount to a civilization thriving. It's not something that should be oppressed. I mean, everything that's happened to me is something, straight out of 1984. I made a joke and, I was immediately arrested and things like that, and it's just wrong. It shouldn't be a crime to hurt someone's feelings. That's pretty much it.
I think your dog may be the cutest pug ever. What is the cue to get the dog to, let's say, down with Hitler, and then perhaps he'll salute that, and that will make the police happier?
Down
with Hitler? Down with Hitler?
Yeah, I've got probably should try and teach him some other more politically correct.
All right, it's Count Dankula on YouTube. Everybody should subscribe to support free speech nonetheless. You're a very talented guy, Mark, and your girlfriend as well. Seen some of her videos. And please, we'd like your dog to be a reporter for Infowars.com and a free speech advocate. Thank you so much, sir. Great having you.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
All right, there he goes, folks. Really nice chap there. And a good attitude about the whole thing. But I'm telling you, this is dangerous.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
The Obama administration has told every public school district in the country that they must allow transgender students to use bathrooms and locker rooms that match their chosen gender identity, as opposed to their birth certificate. And while the administration's letter doesn't have the force of law, it does warn schools that by not abiding by the administration's interpretation, they might face lawsuits or loss of federal funds. Regardless of where you stand on gender identity politics, the fact is the federal government is mandating that people abide by their interpretation of a law that has to do with something that, frankly, everyone is confused by. Earlier this week, the Justice Department in the state of North Carolina filed dueling lawsuits over the state's controversial bathroom law. The DOJ alleges employment discrimination on the basis of sex, while North Carolina accuses the administration of baseless and blatant overreach. Either way, we're witnessing an attempt to unilaterally rewrite long-established federal civil rights laws in order to suit an agenda. Read more right now at Infowars.com.
Introducing Vitamin Mineral Fusion from InfoWarsLife.com. We have worked for years with our chemists and scientists to create the most powerful and affordable, great-tasting multivitamin formula available. The all-new Vitamin
4G Promotions presents Smoky Mountain Mayhem, July the 8th through the 10th, beginning Friday the 8th at 7. I-81 Motorsports Complex in Greenville, Tennessee. Come out for some of the area's best local and regional artists, including Waking Terra, Bent to Break, Presence, Seasons of Me, Against Their Will, and many more. And national recording artists Soften the Glare, featuring Ryan Martini of Mudvayne, Wayland, and Elysium. Tickets just $25 in advance, 30-day of show. 26 bands for $25. For ticket info and to buy your tickets, visit 4G Promotions at Facebook.com. Smoky Mountain Mayhem, July 8th through the 10th. A 4G Promotions production.
Mineral Fusion Drink Mix at InfoWarsLife.com is loaded with a full month's supply of essential vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that your body absolutely needs. In the history of InfoWars Life, we've brought out a lot of amazing products like Survival Shield X2, Super Male Vitality, and so many others. But I am most proud of the product we're now launching today. With its unique delivery system and proprietary manufacturing process designed for maximized effects, this formula is the platinum standard of multivitamin mineral products. The ingredients in Vitamin Mineral Fusion are either plant-derived or of the highest quality lab standard. That means it's clean. That means it's pure. That's InfoWarsLife.com and Vitamin Mineral Fusion. Take action now before we sell out.
First of all, I want to say Sacred 12, X2, Super Male, Brain Force, Prostagard, Silver Bullet. I use them all. They're phenomenal. They work. Buy them, folks.
Thank you, brother.
I really thank you guys for putting those out there.
I am a relatively short-time listener and quite a supporter of your fine products.
Welcome to the Info War.
It's so easy to get these incredible nutraceuticals that support your health and the Info War at the same time.
I'm a 9-year listener. I buy all the nutraceuticals, OsteoFX, Nascent
Let me ask you a question. Have they worked for you?
They're the most unbelievable products I've ever had in my life.
What products are you taking?
Everything from Super Male to Brain Force to Winter Sun, X2, even got a little DNA Force. So, and I just re-upped everything, and I just went to autofill.
Visit InfoWarsLife.com to read the information and research and to see the reviews for yourself. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. It's Alex Jones.
Rob Dew, our news director, is real sick with the flu or something, but he's better now. But he's the guy that got this footage along with the rest of our great crew around the country getting exhausted in dozens of states following the social justice warriors that spit in your face, physically attack you, you name it. Whether it was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or whether it was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or whether it was in San Francisco, California, it doesn't matter. They would all run up and scream, "You're an effing white male." And I hate to talk like that, but that's what they say. And it's like white women and white men are the ones that they walk over and they go, "You don't get to talk. You're a white male." And, of course, it's not lost on them. I guess they know that they're white, too. And I'm not trying to, social justice signal or whatever they call it when I kind of say the virtue signal when I say that I think the worst social justice warriors are white usually. Because maybe they have the most white guilt and they've got something to prove. I don't know what it is, but these people are wild. And they are so incredibly stupid. Now, I didn't give this guy this nickname, Age Skrillex, but I don't know his real name. This is one of the biggest memes on the internet. But when you're out in public screaming that folks don't have any right to speech, and all of the kind of people walk up with a camera and go, "You are a white male, check your privilege and shut up." We ought to just take a whole compilation of the, "Hey, you're a white male, shut up." And they'll be there with some blue-collar guy standing in line going, "You're a privileged white male." And they're like, "Huh?" You know, it's like Bernie Sanders. There are no poor white people in the world. Really, really. There are more than twice as many as there are black people. And you can argue there are more blacks per capita, and that's true, that are poor. And that should be worked on, obviously. But it's still, numbers double in the U.S. Double. Physically, numbers. It's just, but they don't count. See, they're not human. But this isn't a black versus white or Hispanic versus white deal. This is what the media is making it. Again, is divide and conquer. And I know you know that. I'm going to go to Debbie, and I'm going to go to Suzette and Kirby and Aaron and Tim right now. And here in just a moment, Tim listening on KEIB in California. We're going to go to him in just a moment. But before we do that, I wanted to play just Age Skrillex. That's the internet's name for this unknown soldier of the Social Justice Warrior Guild. But here it is.
You've never experienced oppression in your entire life. Neither have I. You don't know me. You're a white male. You're a white male.
And that's Carl the Cluck. I mean, you can't get better entertainment than this. My son says the whole school watches these. And then I talk to other kids, and they say this is all anyone watches. The left is in trouble, man. And by the way, I'm talking about so-called minority kids are watching it. I mean, everyone cannot stand these people. I mean, it's crazy how dumb they are.
Mass abortion. This would be white male. White male.
Cuckstep.
You are surrounded by your privilege. Because you're a white man.
White male.
Take your privilege somewhere else, please.
Jack, Dallas, Republican. You're on with Joe DeGenova.
Hey, Joe, how you doing? I'm Jack Strickland. The question I don't see being addressed is the abundance of references in her emails about AIDS Skrillex.
You're a white male. So? You're a white man.
Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and move on.
I'm sorry. That's like a month old or whatever. But I can't help it. I got to watch that at least 5 times a day. Oh, sorry. I have guilty pleasures. I kind of got past watching people that are dumb for entertainment. Man, these videos are just too luscious. Except when you realize they've got our kids, they've got our culture, they've taken over, and they don't want to thrive and build cities or have better science. They just want to run around pecking at everyone that they're evil and they're homophobic and they're bad. And you're just like, hey, dude, I don't care what you do. Just leave me alone. Shut up. You're a white male. Donald Trump wants a bunch of wars. Actually, he was against the Iraq war. Shut up. You're a white male. Obamacare doubles prices. Shut up, racist. Obama's coming for the guns. Shut up, racist. They've opened the borders. It's bankrupting. Shut up, racist. That's the new intellectual thing. All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up now. Speaking of shut up, racist, we're going to go to Tim. And here in a second, but first, Debbie. And this one on the longest, Kirby and Aaron, Suzette, and others. Debbie, thank you for holding from New Jersey. You know about the TSA? I mean, I should kick that off. I talked about that in the first hour. Up at the airport there in Chicago, 4-hour waits, 3-hour waits, mile-long lines, and the TSA holding us hostage saying, give us more money. We want some money, Lebowski. And I say, I can get you a tow by 2 o'clock with paint. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Debbie.
So I called into Talk Radio New Jersey 101.5 again, and the article was a TSA article, and it was discussing their abuse of power. So my comment was that the original jihad and fraud in chief, Hussein Obama, was flying in tens of thousands of illegals into the airports with no vetting, that we have no borders and that we shouldn't be giving up our liberty for false security. So the host asked me, who's your news source? And I was going to say InfoWars. I did not, because I did not want him to call me a conspiracy theorist.
Sure.
So I said Drudge Report.